Paudie, you must be really looking forward to this one, a game where all the pressure's probably on the opposition.
Yeah, obviously after the back of the results in the last couple of rounds, when we got the draw that come through, and obviously eventually a home game against a big Premier League side, I think everyone obviously was buzzing for us straight away. So yeah, looking forward to the game tomorrow and obviously testing ourselves.
Were you watching Match of the Day on Sunday, having a little look, see how they did?
Yeah, we watched the game obviously. They've didn't come out the right side of the result, but obviously we know the quality they have, and they've obviously been on a good European run last year and this year, and yeah, obviously a world class player. So we'll know we'll be up against it, but hopefully we can do our best and put on a good performance.
Yeah, it's probably one of the strongest West Ham sides I've seen for some time.
Yeah, I think over the last couple of years, as we've seen under Moyes, they've recruited well, and off the back of a big European success last year, and obviously the money generated from that, and obviously the sale of Declan Rice, they've kind of recruited well again and started the season pretty well in the whole. So yeah, it'll be a tough game, but I think one that we'll no doubt enjoy. And as I said, we've done our homework and we've come up with a plan, so hopefully we can implement that.
And you're at home for a knockout game. That's a rarity.
Yeah, it's a bit different. Obviously we had the bit of a run in the Papa John's tournament last year, but as you said, League Cup and FA Cup will be my first time anyway playing a home game. So yeah, there's always a slightly different atmosphere when it comes to kind of the knockout cups. So I'm sure the supporters will get behind us and make it a good night.
And it feels like the way that you play suits playing perhaps teams who are expected to have a bit more of the ball.
Yeah, I think, as you said, we can kind of be a counter-pressing kind of mid-block team. So when teams do maybe come and like to pass the ball around and have a bit more, it can sometimes play into our own hands. And yeah, off the ball we've always been very good. So hopefully that can continue on tomorrow night.
And you've got a good record against sides from a higher level. Obviously winning at Bristol City last season, running Southampton close, and then the result against Sheffield United. It feels like West Ham are a step up from perhaps those clubs, but nonetheless you've done well against teams from a higher level.
Yeah, we spoke about that obviously in the last couple of days, leading into the game tomorrow night, and that kind of we have nothing to fear, especially being at home. As you said, we've gone to places like Bristol, Sheffield and Southampton, and gave obviously a very good account of ourselves on all three occasions. So there's no reason why we can't treat tomorrow the very same. As you said, it's probably a slight bit of a step up, but yeah, we know we've got quality in the building, and when we do have a chance to present ourselves, we can take them. So that's what we'll be looking to do.
More than 10,000 expected. It should be a great atmosphere.
Yeah, that's the probably part I'm most looking forward to. Obviously, we've had it in the league before, but kind of under the lights in a big cup game. As you said, when all the pressure is on the opposition, it's going to be a good occasion, and one that all the lads are looking forward to.
Hope I don't kill this podcast, by the way. When it eventually came about that Lincoln had an interest in me, I remember ringing my agent going, "You're not going to believe who's rang me." I was thinking I could get battered here. You know, rightly so, by the way. We were just being beat 4-0 by our rivals. And then we went over, and honestly, the hair stood on the back of my neck. One of the big sells to players coming here is the fans. If you keep changing your manager or whoever it is every 5 minutes, well, how do you know if it works? You've not given it time. You don't watch a movie and after 20 minutes go, "This is rubbish."
Was it difficult to comprehend playing for such a big club at such a young age?
Sorry, the reason I'm pausing is I was quite reckless. And I just said to Mike, "I can't go to the World Cup." And he's like, "Why?" I said, I'm struggling. I'm really, really struggling. And I basically just burst into tears, and he gave me the biggest hug in the world. I think a lot of people probably see my career, if I'm being honest, as probably underachieving.
May 2022, you are named as head coach of this club. Has it been everything you'd hoped? Everything you wanted?
It's amazing. Played football for 20 years, but for me, this is another level.